It's okay. You're getting better. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Gotta let it show. I'm back coming. Oh my goodness. It's day 8. 8 is one of my favorite numbers in the biblical numerical sequence, and it represents new beginnings. New beginnings. I guess just off of the high of yesterday's and the gathering of the saints, the fellowship and the authenticity has really given me a new lease to see life through. Just being in spaces that receive you, hear you, understand you, or seek to understand you makes a world of a difference. Every time. Yesterday, and gathering with the saints, going for lunch, we did a prayer walk in a way. We were just walking around West London, talking, chopping it up, being challenged with ideas and ways of thinking, making the road ahead of us as straight and narrow as possible. And today, that has me feeling, as an effect of the fellowship, extremely brave. I feel so brave, and I'm so grateful that my spaces and places now, even though they are small, they are highly impactful. When you kind of strip your whole life away that had an abundance of things, and then you kind of go minimalist, and that is in thought, that is in possession, that is in what you hold and hold space for. I've gone full minimalist, and it's really working in my favor. It's giving me the brain space to think, feel, and be at peace with my thoughts. Post-trauma, post-heartbreak, that is such a powerful place to be in, because that's where the pain turns to power. What does brave feel like? It feels like a reset, and it's given way and space for me to be able to return back to my manufacturer settings. So just using the iPhone for an example, when you get the iPhone, it's brand new, everyone gets it, it's in the same box, it's got the same functions, got the same operations. But as we know about life, we find hacks, and we have preferences, and we switch our view of life to meet those preferences in the things that we use. And then they become a whole new way of life, and without you knowing, you've just fallen into the trap of it all, the trap of life. So once you're not in your reset or manufacturer setting, it becomes extremely free. You become happy with your choices and things like that. But then what happens when the operating system goes bust? You have to take it back to iPhone, and you have to, get it fixed or get a new phone. In this bravery, I feel like I've been reset back to my manufacturer setting, back to the settings that I was formed in my womb for, and now I'm living in the fullness of coming out, right? I'm coming out. I want the world to know I'm coming. Literally feels like a blossom within me, and I can see it now outside of me. The bravery is bringing excitement. It's bringing a new fresh wind. I'm just so overly excited, and it being day 8, a new week, a new beginning, not forsaking the old, but just pressing forward towards the mark. I feel so ready, set, go, not anxious at the start line. I feel so able and capable, really sure confidence in my soul and in my spirit. You are ready for this because you have prepared for it. Oh my goodness, I've prepared for this, ready, set, go. And that's what makes me excited to run the race now. I'm brave because I can trust myself again, and I've been able to discern what's good for me, what's bad for me, set against the canvas of what I believe is good for me. As I come out slowly but surely, in my own pace, in my own time, I am truly holding on to the spaces that are healthy for me, and I trust myself again. And that's again kind of taking back my power, creating stability in places that have only perpetuated instability. I feel brave, I feel free, I feel free to create. And that is the best flow of creativity, where you're not bound by barriers that are imposed by other people. I am actively moving every single limitation and roadblock out of my way. Now, that is hard to sit with your shadow to do that, but my shadow is also me. There's great parts of those darker parts of myself that I don't have viewpoint of, like, you know, the blind spots. Those spaces hold a wealth of knowledge, but I now have the courage and I'm brave enough to turn and face it, sit with it, process it all on my own, not using people, not using distractions of partying and going out and socializing. I'm just doing it. I'm just doing life, and it feels brave.